SA and happy Friday. What a week this has been. What a year this has been. For all of us, I think 2020 is going to be a year that we consistently remember, probably for the rest of our lives. There has been so much going on in our country that's so unsettling, and around SA, there continue to be things that impress, and I want to talk about a few of those things today. First of all, you'll be happy to know that a lot of the Harvest and Halloween festivals went really well. The celebrations had to be unique this year, as we know, but I'll tell you about two of them. One is the Oak Harbor Residential Services Program did a trip to the pumpkin patch, and they had a great time. They were able to eat outside. They were able to go through a corn maze. They each went home with a pumpkin, and it was simply a great way to get together and get out of their houses. Pierce County had a great trunk or treat program that I told you about last week. But what was really exciting about this is the attorney office that's next door saw the event happening, and they came out and they joined everybody. And for us, really that's what we're here for, right? It's about supporting clients to be included in their communities. And I, for one, even though I wasn't there, was so appreciative of hearing about what happened with this. I also heard Sam was really successful at scaring two of the clients, and that was what they wanted, and she pulled it off. So great job, Sam. I also want to talk about a couple things related to leadership at Service Alternatives. We started something new this year, just in August, and that is hosting what we're calling our Elemental Leadership Boosters. And one thing we're working on at Service Alternatives is bringing a more consistent leadership culture across our organization. When employees move across service areas or move across geographies or promote or have any different experience with a leader, we're striving to have more consistency, to have it based less on an individual leader's preferences, but on organizational preferences. So these boosters have been a great opportunity to get people together, reground those people to the elemental leadership model. And it's provided also some really great networking. There are all kinds of leaders and individuals in cross-organizational roles that have been able to get together and learn from one another and meet each other differently. And it's another example of what COVID has really offered us at Service Alternatives. Not something we expected, but we're having all kinds of connections in so many ways happen differently than they did before. There continue to be steps taken towards supporting individuals in the community. One thing that's exciting is we just recently acquired a fourplex in the Pierce County area. This will allow us to eventually serve up to 8 more individuals in the community down in the Pierce County area. They're currently working on transitioning a client out of Rainier School, which means we will be supporting one more person not in an institution, and that's exciting. Employment Services has also recently seen a number of clients be able to return back to work. There's an individual in Island County that's going back to work at Safeway. We have individuals in Snohomish County who are returning to jobs that they were not able to do for a long time. Many of our adults that we support were laid off in March and still have not returned back to work. And so it's been exciting to see some more movement there. We also have a couple of individuals that are getting back to community inclusion. So that's an exciting thing. Karina and I had an opportunity to sit with the technical assistance team at a DDA contract review meeting. It's something that I attend annually, and Karina was able to join this year. And it really was a privilege to sit with this team. And I wanted to tell you about one thing in particular that really holds true across SA. One thing that they were so appreciative of our team is that the technical assistance team helped DDA pivot really quickly to host meetings and trainings on Zoom. And they attribute the success of that to Service Alternatives. It's something that we as an organization took on as a mindset early on, that we will continue to do our services. We're going to do them differently, but we'll learn through this. And DDA apparently was able to really take that on within that organization. And what we heard just at this meeting is that they were able to carry that forward to DSHS. So it's not just DDA, but DSHS is also really appreciating what Service Alternatives has done to help show them the way. So I'm so appreciative of our TA team, but I also want to use this opportunity to appreciate each of you that has had to pivot so dramatically. There are so many of you delivering services in a unique way that we would never ever have considered before. So while this is one example, it's something that really is representative of all of us. The last thing I want to acknowledge is just that I recognize this is such a hard time for so many of us. I've talked to many people that are just experiencing fatigue and anxiety, having trouble sleeping. I hope that by next week we'll know who our president is, and hopefully we will, but we might not. And I want to encourage each of you to just keep taking care of yourselves. Get rest, get sleep, put fun things in your house. For me, I like holiday decorations, and the turkeys behind me give me a smile. They don't usually sit quite at that place, but they put a smile on my face. They remind me of what I'm grateful for, and I hold gratefulness all the time, but especially during this Thanksgiving season, it's important. We know that COVID numbers are really, really spiking, and you all have seen a lot of communication from us as an organization about masking. I'm just reminding you it's a requirement for every single one of us, and the interconnectedness of each of us together with our clients is profound. So take care of yourselves, keep wearing your masks, stay focused on health and safety, stay focused on finding joy in your life. And with that, have a great weekend, SA. Bye-bye.